is about using punctuation marks between sentences. It also introduces how to use a comma when you combine two main clauses. In a previous video, you learned about clauses and sentences in English. Now let me add one more thing, punctuation. When you combine two main clauses, it's like two sentences holding hands. A main clause functions all by itself. You remember that a clause must have a subject and a verb with a present or past tense, right? A sentence can consist of only one single clause. For example, these are both main clauses and also sentences. My cousin went to Las Vegas last weekend. Do you usually drink coffee in the morning? These main clauses, which are also complete sentences, always begin with a capital letter, such as on the words my and do in the examples. They end with a punctuation mark. In the examples, one sentence ends with a period and the question ends with a question mark. When you write several sentences, each sentence begins with a capital letter, of course. After the punctuation mark, there is one single space. Then the next sentence begins. Here's an example. My cousin went to Las Vegas last weekend. He loves to gamble, but his wife doesn't like it. She stayed by the pool all day, and he was in the casino. She got a lovely suntan, but he lost a lot of money, and he looked just as pale when he came home. Notice that there is a space after each sentence. If you use Word to type, it automatically starts the next sentence with a capital letter. The silly word fanboys is to remind you of the 7 coordinate conjunctions. That's quite a mouthful. First of all, what is a conjunction? A conjunction is a little word that connects two main clauses. Those words are for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. Here's the little story about my cousin in Las Vegas again. My cousin went to Las Vegas last weekend. He loves to gamble, but his wife doesn't like it. She stayed by the pool all day, and he was in the casino. She got a lovely suntan, but he lost a lot of money, and he looked just as pale when he came home. Notice there are 2 words but and 2 words and in these sentences. When you use those conjunctions between main clauses, you need to put a comma in front of the conjunction. The conjunctions are called coordinate conjunctions because they connect main clauses. Later on in this course, we will study subordinate clauses and conjunctions. Sentences can have main clauses inside them. Look at the last sentence of the example about Las Vegas. She got a lovely suntan, but he lost a lot of money and he looked just as pale when he came home. In this sentence, which begins with a capital letter and ends with a period, there are 3 main clauses. In the first clause, the subject is she and the verb is got. In the second clause, the subject is he and the verb is lost. And in the third clause, the subject is he and the verb is looked. I hope this little video helps you when you do your homework assignment.